It's no secret that the Pokemon market has been booming in the last few months, but are we now finally starting to see signs of stability? Yes, I really do believe so. So let's have a look at Surging Sparks as a perfect example and what evidence is there to show that we are finally seeing signs of stability. Just on a quick side note, guys, if you are new here, I'm PokeCharla and I absolutely love to talk about the Pokemon TCG. So if you do enjoy this style of content, please don't hesitate to subscribe as your support is greatly appreciated. Without further ado, guys, let's get into the video. Now, guys, I have in front of me the booster box, everyone's favorite, the home run, the king of investing. Now, as we all know, it started off around $100 prior to release. It had a huge rise throughout October, November, and has now, as we see, it has plateaued. As I said, we're going to talk about stability in this video, about the market stabilizing, it being a positive, I think, for the community, for us all. As we can see here, it is plateauing. Now, I did predict this in past videos. I did think it has to end somewhere, right? It's not going to rise forever. Of course, I'm not saying I can predict the future. I can't predict specific prices or certain times of when products will rise and fall. But I think this was inevitable. I did say in videos that due to prismatic evolutions coming out, the Christmas period, people not having as much money, minds being sort of going towards other things, will sort of lose some of the hype and therefore will start to plateau out. And that's what we're seeing here, right? This, of course, being a 3-month chart. So let's have a closer look at this plateau by going into the 1-month chart. This being pretty much the whole of December, right? As we can see, yes, it looks very volatile. It looks like it's had lots of rises and falls, but it really hasn't. If we look at the parameters on the side here of the prices, we're ranging from 204 to 216, which is minimal. It's very, very small, right? Which is why even a change of $1 or $2 is going to make this look crazy, right? If we look here for 3 months, the reason it looks steady, the reason it looks more fluid, the line, is we're looking at it from 220 to 100, right? It's a much bigger range of prices. As I said, the reason the 1-month chart looks so volatile is due to the very small range in price, right? Now, as we can see, I've drawn this chart here, or drawn a line in the chart. If we draw a line more or less through 2112 through the middle, we can see it's more or less staying around that same price, right? Yes, okay, it's probably going over around here by $1 or so. Yes, around here when it was still rising, that's probably like the end of that big line we saw in the 3-month chart. So therefore it is below that line. And okay, we just had a small rise here just after. But more or less, guys, it is the majority of the chart is sitting around that line, right? It's stability, it's plateauing, right? Now, that's sitting at $217 according to TCG Player right now. If we do a quick comparison, that's 172 GBP. If we now go to eBay, we can see, okay, so we should be seeing booster boxes for around 170 GBP, right? No, we're seeing them for 159, 160, even 149. These are new listings. These are recent. These are not old listings. Guys, it's potentially going down, right? I mean, when a price starts to plateau out, people that have invested heavily in a product start to worry. They start to panic. They start to think, okay, maybe I sell now. Maybe I take that profit. I bought in it. I don't know, let's say GBP. I bought in at 100 GBP. Maybe it's time to sell. For about last week or two, it's not risen in price. Maybe that's it. Maybe it's going to start to fall off. Maybe I'll now sell the product. Therefore, more product becomes available and the prices start to dip. As well, we're just about to arrive to the release of Prismatic Evolutions. The hype from the community is going to surge towards that new set. Prismatic Evolutions is a fantastic set, guys. We've seen what it looks like in the Japanese cards in Terrestrial Festival. It's going to demand a lot of hype. People are going to be loving that product. A lot of people are going to more or less forget about Surging Sparks, right? Not completely. Of course, it's still going to have its importance. It's a fantastic set. I'm not saying it's going to be totally forgot about, but a lot of the immediate hype will be drawn towards Prismatic Evolutions, and therefore that plateau will start to turn into, it'll be more of an N shape, okay? It rose, it plateaued, and then drop off, right? That's what we'll start to see. Okay, here I have in front of me the Pokemon Center Elite Trainer Box. Now, if you know me well, if you've been watching me for a while, you will know this is actually my favorite investment. And here's why, actually. So if we can see, I was talking about stability, but if we look at the trend of this, it's pretty much upwards. This isn't stabilizing. Why? Well, as we can see, both main products are sold out, right? We have the Elite Trainer Box here sold out. We have the Booster Box here, both sold out. But the Booster Box, there was a lot more stock available. The supply was a lot higher than the Elite Trainer Box, which was a lot less. Therefore, we are seeing a rise. As I said, I'm going to draw another graph like I did with the booster box and draw a red line just to show the kind of the trend of the graph. It's upwards, right? There's not really a plateau there. There's a little drop. If we look here, there's a little drop of a few dollars, right? A few dollars, okay. In general, it's pretty much upwards. It's up and up and up. There is no plateau. If we look at the percentage rise as well, 7.25% on the Elite Trainer box here, which is almost double that of the people's favorite booster box of 3.97%. These are both 1 month charts, as we can see here. Based on the information we've just looked at, what conclusions can we draw? Well, straight away, is it a time to buy or to sell? Neither. Let's go into some more information about that. At the minute, it's in a plateau, as I've said. As I've said, people are sort of FOMOing, and in the same way that people FOMO and buy products when things are looking to rise, when things look to drop off or plateauing, people also FOMO and sell. And in the same way with FOMO with buying, it's not a good time to do so. It's also not a good time to do so with FOMOing and selling. Therefore, right now it is the perfect time, and I do love very much this saying, which is patience is a virtue, and it really does hold true. Right now is the perfect time to be patient, analyze that plateau and how it performs, and watch the prices, because in 2025 we're going to have reprints of Surgeon Sparks. Prismatic Evolutions is going to come, Battle Partners is going to come, Gloria Team Rocket's going to come. Attention is going to be drawn towards these sets. Reprints come, prices will drop, right? There's a plethora of reasons why Surgeon Sparks, it had its reasons for it rise, rightly so. It was such a good set, and after such a long period of average to good sets, it deserved its attention and rise in price so quickly. But in the same way that it had its reasons for rising, it also has its reasons why it potentially could drop off. I'm not saying it will. I'm just giving good reasons as to why I believe it could do, right? So right now, whether you're in a position of you haven't bought any Surgeon Sparks yet, or you've bought very little and want to buy more, or perhaps you've bought at too high of a price and you want to bring your dollar cost average down, right now is a perfect time, guys, to not sell or buy. Wait it out, see how the prices perform on the booster box in Pokemon Center ETB. Hopefully they drop off, which I really do think they will do, and then buy in. In general though, guys, it is good news. There is a saying that nothing good lasts forever, and it is very true, unfortunately. As though I'm sure a lot of us would love that Surgeon Sparks rises forever to the moon and we can all sell it in 5 years and make loads and loads of money. It's not going to happen, right? The good times don't last forever. It is like a roller coaster. It's like a market. There's rises and there's dips. And therefore, it's just about predicting when are the best times to jump on, right? But in general, guys, stability or plateaus in certain products is brilliant news for the market. It does provide more opportunities for those that potentially missed out previously. So I'm happy, not just for me, but also for those are the people that have missed out previously and therefore do happen to have another opportunity to potentially jump on, as this market right now is crazy. It's a bit of a bull run, right? I mean, it's really hard for certain individuals that don't have a lot of time to dedicate to the hobby or don't have a lot of money to dedicate either. It's really hard for them to get on board and jump on, and I do feel for those people. So if there is a plateau in certain products and there is stability arriving to the market, it is really good news for those people, and I'm happy for them. Okay, guys, that's been enough rambling from me. If you are still here, thank you very much for your support. It is massively appreciated. If you have enjoyed, please leave a like. If you are new, please subscribe right here. If you want to watch a video on why I believe booster boxes are no longer the best investment, you can do so right here. If you want to watch a video on Goldenrod News, which is a weekly news channel covering all Pokemon TCG related news, you can do so right here. Guys, I've been PokeCharlotte. I'll catch you in the next one.